Hi, this is Samir for ThinkDigit.com, and today we have with us a rugged phone from Sony stable. It's the Sony Xperia Go. Now, this phone boasts of being a very rugged device. That means it can sustain quite a bit of heavy duty usage. It's a weatherproof phone because of the way it's been sealed. It can take some torture in terms of it can be submerged in water as well and still be functional once it comes out. So let's take a look at the design and build of the device. For starters, considering the device is built for rugged use, it is very light at 110 grams. This is lighter than the HTC One V and the Motorola Atrix 2. In terms of its display, it's got a 3.5-inch display. The resolution of the display may be a little underwhelming at about 480 by 320, but Sony has implemented its Bravia technology in this device, which makes the display really vibrant and very good, especially if you're watching videos on it. In terms of connectivity, you'll notice that the device has the power button on the top. It has the headphones jack on the left side, and as you can see, it's covered under a rubber enclosure. On the right, you have the micro USB port that is also under a rubber enclosure right here. And below that is the volume rocker. The reason it's under a rubber enclosure is so that it can be protected from dust and water, since this is a rugged, rough use phone. The true ruggedness of the phone comes when you remove the back. The back may feel a little flimsy once it's removed, but it's a really good back. It has a nice rubberized finish, which gives the phone a good grip. Underneath, you'll see you do not have access to the battery. Everything is sealed, including a place for the micro SD card as well as the SIM card slot. So it is a completely sealed device. It feels really good to hold and it's light. The design may be simple, but its ergonomic value is very good. So what's the power under the hood of this device? Well, for starters, it has a dual-core 1 GHz processor, which makes the device really snappy to use. Apps open fast, multitasking is good, and the device overall runs very smoothly, even though it has just 512 MB of RAM. The downside is that the device runs on Android 2.3 Gingerbread, which is a little bit of an older operating system, but Sony says that the device will be upgradable to Ice Cream Sandwich. The device also has 4 GB of internal storage, which is expandable via a micro SD card up to 32 GB. Like we said earlier, the screen shows off a Bravia engine, which is really great, and videos look vibrant. So let's show you a video. As you can see, even though the resolution of the display is a little low, the video looked really crisp and the audio is very good considering the size of the device and what it has to offer. Games too ran very smoothly on the device. We've played Angry Birds, Temple Run, Paper Toss, quite a bunch of games on the device, and it ran really well. Even in the benchmark comparison, we had the HTC One V, which is on a similar price tag, and the Sony Xperia Go outperformed the HTC One V by miles in the benchmarks. It was very close to the Motorola Atrix 2, which is a very good device. Another good feature on the device is that it has a 5 megapixel camera with an LED flash at the back. The disadvantage is that there is no physical camera button on the device, which is dearly missed, but the performance of the camera is very good. We took a picture with the flash off, and this is the result that we got, and when we switched on the flash, this is the result that we got, and the difference is very startling. The picture is very clear, so even in darkness and low lit conditions, the camera performs very well. This can very well be an ideal choice of a camera on a phone. It's a fantastic device as a camera as well. Another thing you will notice is that Sony has added its own skin on top of Gingerbread, just like many others. If you are one who is fascinated by HTC Sense or Samsung TouchWiz, then Sony's user interface may seem a little bland to you. It does have the Timescape UI, in which you can put all your social feeds under one roof. This is a nice way to compile all your feeds in one place, but people who are more used to the TouchWiz or the Sense UI from Samsung and HTC respectively will feel this to be a little too simple for their taste. Although it is quite good, there's nothing wrong with it. It is a very simple user interface. One disadvantage of the device is that the keyboard is very cramped. It has one of the most uncomfortable keyboards to type on. The layout of the keyboard is as good or as bad as any other 3.5-inch device. It's just that typing is a little cumbersome. Another problem is that the screen, even though vibrant, is really small. So if you want to browse the web, be prepared to strain your eyes a little bit, as it is difficult to have a great web browsing experience on the device because of the size of the screen. The text is clear if you zoom into it, but the screen size is a bit of a hindrance. Overall, the performance of the device is very good. For a price point of 19,000, you're getting a simple looking device, but it's got very good utility value. The call quality was great. The fact that everything is enclosed is nice. It has a good rugged build, so you can drop it, use it in the rain, and expect the device to still work perfectly afterwards. For the price point of 19,000 rupees, other devices in the same price range are the HTC One V and the Motorola Atrix 2. The Atrix 2 is of course a much more expensive device, but for 20,000 and below, this device is very good. The power under the hood is nice, benchmark performances are good, social networking, battery life is about a day and a half, and you derive good value. The only downside is the lack of the physical camera button. The battery life is of course a day and a half, which is expected from such a device. The screen is nice, the camera is good, the power under the hood is nice. Looks maybe simplistic for some people, but well, it is a rugged phone at the end of the day.